Hello! Shall we get to it? So, there's a few things that we want to do today. Sadly, we don't have any more short rests, and there is like a fight upcoming. So we're going to kick this off with a long rest, but I'm actually going to redo Wild's...
You carry a Githyanki relic. I will have an explanation. Or your head.
Walk away. Now. I won't warn you again.
Stop squabbling. Think about the kids.
Remove yourself if you are so easily offended. This is not your concern.
Nonsense. You're just finally showing us what you really are. A reaver to the bone.
Spare your indignity. Every word that spills from your mouth is worth less than the last.
What's this even about?
Lae'zel thinks I have something important to her people. She's deluded, clear.
Lies. She carries an heirloom of my people. I must know why.
The artifact is protecting us. We need it with us.
You hear that, Lae'zel? It's called common sense.
That's not what I said.
You seek reason and dishonor.
There's no sense in us fighting each other.
Incorrect. Judicious bloodletting settles feuds and roots out the weak, the deceitful.
Do you hear this, tribe? Our lives are at stake, and she wants us to turn on each other.
No others. Just you and me.
I feel like they're not listening to what I'm saying, and I feel like this is me trying to tell my kids off when I say one thing, and then they just interpret it how they want. So how do we settle this?
The bad blood must be purged. A jewel come first light.
You mean I'd get to prove you wrong and thrash you? I love it. Get some rest, Lae'zel. You'll need it. You had every chance to look the other way. But here we are. You chose this.
Spare me the justifications, coward.
If anyone asks, I'll say you were transforming. Don't expect to be mourned.
I wonder what happens if you do nothing. No, I can't. Right, persuade. Shadow Heart, stop. You don't have to do this. I got guidance, mofo. Not that it matters, but...
She's a liability. It's the artifact we need, not her.
Let me up, and I'll show you.
God. Cooperate, Lae'zel. We need her, Shadow Heart!
Can I do that, Lae'zel? Can I turn my back on you?
Never. Thieves aren't afforded such luxury.
Loosen the grip on your pride for one blasted moment, won't you? We needn't be enemies. There's plenty of those to go around already.
What would you have? That we be friends?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But imagine what we might achieve if we channeled some of that hostility back at our real foes, instead of each other. They wouldn't stand a chance.
That was an interesting night. I'm nauseated. Vulnerable to psychic and acid. Oh, that's obviously the dirty water we drunk. Oh no. That's a problem. Right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to rebuild Will into the exact same thing, but we're not going to dual wield him. We're going to sword and shield him.
Let's chew the fat.
Fate spins along as it should.
Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection?
God, he really wants a resurrection, doesn't he? Can you help me change my class?
As thou desire.
So, last time we took one level in fighter for Will, and we did 2 weapon fighting. I don't particular ability modifier to the damage. I don't think 2 weapon fighting is the way to do, Will. Almost wonder if we do defense. Is defense? Could do dueling. When you are wielding a melee weapon that is not two-handed or versatile in one hand, and no weapon in the other. I'm debating whether to do defense to make him a little bit more tanky. That's what I'm thinking. Dueling, 2 weapon fighting protection. When you have a shield, impose disadvantage on an attack against your allies. It's the problem. I'm not like 100% sure how to build Will. Like, because what the idea that I have is that Will is, because he is hyper aggressive, that is for sure. And I do like him just being able to dart into the darkness. Like, that's cool. And then obviously fight whatever he needs to fight. The only problem that we have is then he's not tanky enough to actually do anything like that. So I feel like if we go into defense, it's 1+ bonus to armor class while wearing armor. I thought, for some reason, I thought that was a shield one. Protection. When you have a shield, impose disadvantage. So it's either dueling or defense. Why can't I click on this? Oh. So, dueling, when you're wielding a melee weapon, you deal an additional 2 damage. Do we go for the defense? Do we like chuck Will altogether? When you are wielding a melee weapon that is not two-handed or versatile, so what would that be? I want to cancel out this without actually having a look. Or the 1+ to armor class. It's just I don't feel like 2 weapon fighting is the way to go. Other than that, like, we could make him a bard, but I feel like that's silly. Let's go fighter. I'm just trying to think how beneficial the 1+ to armor class is actually going to be. Like, is 1+ worth... I don't know if it's particularly going to, like, sway anyone from, like, hitting him. If that makes sense. Like, the problem is I just don't feel like 2 weapon fighting does enough damage, and I feel like a lot of the time what it does is it just means we can't, what's the word? Unless we go 2 weapon fighting. We do exactly what we were going to do. Oh, sorry, great weapon fighting. Which would be interesting. It might be. Like abilities. So the abilities we had before, we dumped strength, but I wonder if we don't dump strength this time whatsoever. So charisma, let's just chuck that into +2 for the moment. +1. I suppose we'd give the +2 to strength. Bring strength down to 12 because we don't need to worry too much about it. I'm just looking at my notes on the other screen. Could dump wisdom. It's a bit of a pain for checks and stuff like that. Charisma, obviously we want because of, what's the word? Eldritch Blast and stuff like that. It does help. I'll go like that. Dexterity, so he goes first, so he can do shenanigans. Dump intelligence, dump wisdom. What, then are we... saying go great weapon fighting. Because then he can do more damage, and obviously damage is king. It does feel a little bit weird. The build is very similar to, obviously, the last one. We do actually have 2 more ability. Oh yeah, we chuck strength up to 12. And I do like going 1 level into fighter. Because I do like the roleplay aspect of Will was a fighter before he then took the pact from Missoura. We don't need him to have intimidation, so he can have acrobatics, which will actually help. Yeah, it helps resist being shoved, which I like. So I'm going to confirm that first level. Great weapon fighting. So I don't think the dual wield is good enough. So then we're going to level up. And then we go into the Warlock. I'm just trying to use all my brain power here. So then we go into the Warlock. We go into the cantrips. You have to have Eldritch Blast. Blade Ward is really, really good. The subclass. I feel like the Fiend is still really, really good, especially because he is up in melee. He can get the armor on himself. He can get Arms of Adar around, so it allows not only him to move freely where the enemy doesn't have their reactions, it also means... Sorry, it helps him and the allies, because then... Unless we don't worry about Eldritch Blast, but that feels wrong. Right. If we're going great weapon fighting... Or do we get rid of Arms of Hadar? What for? Hellish Rebuke could be pretty brutal. Just looking at the damage. It's only a level 1 spell. He does it twice. Anyone that then attacks him in melee, he can use that as his reaction, which is pretty brutal. It's going to be doing more damage than him. Burning Hands, no. Let's try something diff. So we're not going for the darkness stuff altogether, is that what we're saying? And the problem with the darkness stuff is that I'm not good enough to do it. Because Hex is a bonus. I do know Hex sort of loses its fun later on. So I could go that. I actually think that's a good build so far. What the problem is, do we need to worry about him having Blade Ward? Only because the minute he gets healed by Shadow High, he gets it up. I suppose it's a cantrip, he can just get it up on himself, so at least he always has that. Okay, I accept that on Will. So then we're going to obviously go back into Warlock spells. Then I'm wondering whether we get Hex here. Problem is, I don't love Hex, but we've got a lot of other things, because Hex does... I know it is an additional 1 to 6. I suppose what else are we going to get at this point? We don't need the movement. It's more a case of is whether we get Devil's Sight here or not. Now, Agonizing Blast is one that we have to do. Repelling is probably one we can ignore. So we could get Devil's Sight here. We would then have to replace... Can't get Darkness yet. I think it's the next level that we get Darkness. We do have one more level that I think we get. Yeah, because we have one more level. So that'll take him to whatever. But I do wonder if we get Devil's Sight here. Because obviously the ability for him to fight in the darkness is what's going to make Will's build better than everyone else's. Unless we don't worry about that at the moment. And we go Repelling Blast. I don't love it. Except... And maybe I don't worry about the darkness stuff yet? Question mark. Problem is, I really do like the darkness stuff. We're at the point where we could go back if we wanted to. Just get action surge if we went into warrior. But I suppose, yeah, we get the pact stuff. Pact of the Blade. I need to really understand Pact of the Blade. And then spells, as much as I want darkness, probably Misty Step is a bit better. Being a bonus action as well. It just gives us too much movement. We get Pact of the Blade. Summon a weapon in your hand. It uses the wielder's spellcasting modifier. And its damage is magical. Which are spellcasting stuff. And then I suppose next time out... Looks like I could kick Hex out. Put darkness in. Let's accept that. And I guess we're gonna rock and roll with that. I'll be honest, I don't feel comfortable or confident about it at all. But this is where we are. So armor-wise, he can wear what? So he can wear heavy armor. Have we got any heavy armor spare on us? If not, I will go buy some for him. No. I feel like his build is far too aggressive. Well, that's what we're going for, so...
Still breathing, despite everything.
Leave the camp. We are going to go fight the goblin bosses today. Is there a teleport that's close here? There is. I am going to go... I'm not set on Will's build, so don't be surprised if we change it a few times. I might end up just kicking him out.
Have to keep going.
Problem is, Astarion... I like Astarion, I like his character and whatnot. I always feel a bit lost playing him. Right, let's get in here. I feel like Gale would be perfect in this group. I just can't get him, like... He's just... Have I got stuff to sell? Why am I coming here? I'm buying armor, yeah, baby. I've still got the tadpoles to part out. So, today I would like to kill the goblin bosses. It makes me a little bit nervous that we have the nauseated thing. So we might have to go get rid of that. So let's trade with Dave.
Need anything else? Always happy to help those who follow the first circle.
So is there any... It's 2 weapon fighting. So there is a great axe in here. Sword of Justice. And heavy armor.
Don't burn yourself.
Because you don't have any armor.
I'm ready.
Shadowheart wears medium. My druid doesn't matter.
Defender of the people.
Will is no longer a lockpicker though, is he? Have we got any junk to sell?
Damn, it's good to be alive.
Got quite a bit of cash. What are we going to do with Will? Problem is, I'm just like... I don't know. I feel like I need like a good little sit down and think. The problem is, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, do we turn Will into a bard? And I have a warlock bard. Because what we're missing out on is obviously someone that has massive mobility. I'm trying to convince myself that Will as a bard makes sense. But I suppose we're going honor mode, like... We need to just... Because then he would be able to be massively... So I'm just thinking, like, while Shadowheart is obviously... But he's just going to be healer. And what's his spell's going to be as a bard? It's just going to be healing, isn't it? Don't necessarily want that. Well, I suppose we can give it a go. We can give it a go. So, we've just made this build.
Sylvanus be with you.
Let's actually go try it out. So, what I do want to do is I just want to see, because there's the other guy down here. I don't know why my weapon's out. There's one guy down here that sells all the armor and whatnot. Hopefully he's still here. Yeah, he's still here. Just want to see if he had better stuff for Will.
Very well.
Looking for steel? I have, well, something close.
It's a cool shield. Right. So 2 weapon fighting. So the sword that we sold back to the other guy is better. What armor do you have, Shadowheart? 15.
Am I needed?
I suppose Shadowheart isn't really a tank in our build.
Where am I needed?
So Will... I'm really gonna buy a chainmail. Then go back. Flail. Okay, let's do it, I guess. And then the helmet as well. Can I equip that here? We're looking like a champ. Hand axe. I've got the... Oh, I have got a glaive. 3 to 12. I think that is actually better than the other one. And glaives look cool. Yeah.
Damn druids.
Okay, so Will's armor class. Wanted to make him tankier with a shield, and now look what we've got. I don't know what I'm doing either. Shadowheart, get your spear out. We're very melee focused. But, like we said, we are going to be ditching people going in and out. You had that bow where you get a spell back. I wonder if Will should have that.
Thanks for
I can't remember if it's you, I just want to check.
I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel.
You have an advantage against monstrosities. No, you didn't have that bow. I can't remember who had that bow. Keep an eye out for it. Yeah, I don't feel like our party composition works at the moment. But that's fine. Then we've only got a couple of storylines left. We've got to push through to Lae'zel's storyline. However, we do leave the area, or we've got the hag or the goblin bosses. I actually think I'd much prefer to do the goblin bosses now. I'm a bit disappointed by the nauseated. I might have to like long rest again, which is obviously a little bit of a waste, but it is what it is. So we went and trade. We got Will's stuff. We got the blighted village. We could go do the spiders, or at least go have a poke down by the spiders. We have been down here, but we didn't go and fight the spiders, which is absolutely fine. So let's go back through here. It allows us to see Will in action, to see if this is actually even slightly worthwhile. Worthwhile, I should say. I feel like swapping Will out.
I think I found something.
Sharp as ever.
So remind me what Bind Pack does. Bind your main hand. Its damage becomes magical. Guess we do that. Right? Don't see a reason why not. Right, Eldritch Blast, or sorry, Hex, Eldritch Blast, Shield, Misty Step, and then we got Second Wind. So like...
Never a dull moment.
Okay, let's go forth.
Further can I go?
This has ended a lot of my series, this bit.
Better be careful. Those webs carry vibrations.
Have I got something I can throw? So they come to me. Let's say no one's got like a
I'm ready.
bulb or something.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
If I...
Light on my feet.
No, that's not what I clicked. Come here. If I click here, ungroup everyone. Can I main attack? There we go. I didn't put long strider on anyone.
Something didn't like that.
Sorry, I'm panicking trying to make sure this goes up. Something didn't like that, but nothing's coming. Yeah. Oh, I saw something move. It's not coming towards me though. Yeah, here it comes. So Hex. Eldritch Blast. See ya. This might work. It might be alright. Just feels weird having everyone in, like, obviously... I suppose, I don't know. I don't know if it's just me overthinking it. This bit can be dangerous, Just depends how we tackle it, in all honesty. Though they do have, like, acid damage, so we can't delve too far in. Right, my druid is going to come here. She's going to cast Spike Growth, because she's horrible. Cast it that. Nice. I wish one of these wild shapes would be able to, like, do a ranged attack. I'm gonna go Raven. Then end my turn, because I can blind enemies. Then webbed. He's just taking damage, literally, for being alive. Okay.
Jimmy on the go.
Karlak, we're happy standing here, so just fire down. It's not the sexiest of turns, but we're fine for the moment. Sacred Flame. Got no reason to push or to use too much at the moment. There we go. Nice and easy so far. What level are these? Level 3s. What level are we? Okay, we are level 4, so we are... Always feel like you need to... Until we get like loads of double attacks, we need to be like at least like a level above or something like that. Otherwise it's just... We just have to be a little bit more careful. You know me, my middle name's Careful. The Raven so far's not been needed. 6 damage, why not?
Talk to me.
Yeah, we'll just end our turn. Yeah, they do acid damage. And we are all vulnerable, so it's double damage. Again, just taking damage just for coming at me. Like, that is crazy. A good placement of Spike Growth is actually really cool.
Let's get this over with.
Blind. God, the Raven's got a lot of movement.
Best be on my way.
Let's cook with fire, baby.
I would like to rage. I'm going to get all the way down there, sadly. Next thing to do is shoot it with an arrow. Only 3 damage, but better than nothing, I suppose.
Need to stay focused.
Don't need to be negative. Sacred Flame. Then reapply Hex. Eldritch Blast. Nice. That is really nice. Obviously we get double damage at the moment, but that's fine. We'll sort that out on the next long rest. Probably my fault. Okay, that spider's gone over there, funny enough. You're still blind, so let's try and make you blind. Nice. Ah, damn. Wait. Cheeky little raven, just making everyone blind. Love that.
Gods, it's hot in here.
Let's make it reckless. Because you have to.
Got to focus.
Sacred Flame. Come on, Shadowheart, get your head in the game. We'll reapply, not that we need to. But why would we not? Eldritch Blast! Hellish Rebuke. Let's try and make it blind. The Raven actually has a lot of play here. Problem is, it does make Tavern Brawler a bit pointless, but
This is gonna feel good.
reckless.
Bye-bye.
13 damage. Damn. Move to the side.
Can't give up. Not now.
Shadowheart, Sacred Flame. Never. Oh, I was about to say, I've never used the Sacred Flame again if it misses, but it didn't. Will. Reapply Hex. First time we'll see him in melee combat. Let's see what he can do. No, that was terrible, Will. Eldritch Blast. You've embarrassed yourself here, Will. Immobile. But we did it. I'm not saying easy, but I'm saying peasy. Okay. Cancel your Spike Growth. We will... Right, let's loot everything here. This is going to be painful. Just keep getting stuck. Resources. We don't have to worry about setting that up anymore. Gonna loot. And then move into the cave to scoot.
At the ready.
Just wait for everyone to join us. It's fine. It's not a problem whatsoever. Oh, I need to group everyone up, actually. That's why they're not even coming to me. Welcome back, everyone. It was nice of you to, It's nice of you to be back. I keep thinking about Will's build. It does feel strong, though. It just feels like we've got no synergy. Guess I'm worried about something that's just, like, not gonna happen. Shocking Grasp. Healing Potion. Add to wares. Whoops. A ring during combat when the wearer oh my god. The dyslexia just like smacked me 10 times there. When the wearer starts their turn with 50% hit points or less, they gain momentum. I don't really know how that helps us. Don't get me wrong, I know how it can help some builds, I just don't know how it helps this current cohort. Right, we're just going to move in on loot. We're not going to fight the Queen Spider until we clear out all this. Or sorry, until we long rest to get rid of the vulnerability to acid. A lot of nice items in here though, a lot of health potions. Although I feel like we're going to be using them in a minute. Shadowheart, do you mind hitting that please? Thank you.
No time to rest.
So we have to kill the Queen Mama down here. And some of her friends, but...
What path lies before me?
Done it before, so I do think we can do it with relative ease. Especially at our level, we're very, very hard hitting. Great sword. Shield. Skeleton. The well, which leads us back upstairs. I do like when games have different levels to them. It makes them feel really, really alive. What is that? Scroll of blindness? Nice.
All's well that ends.
Because there's nothing too good down here, in all honesty. But we are here for the experience. Can I shoot that bridge? Thank you.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
They're both to sell. So nothing too amazing at the moment. But there is a very tough spider here. That's ended many of a series that I have done.
On my way.
So I'm going to go in here with a little bit of respect. If you don't mind. Burnt journal. In her form, I find ecstasy. The spell is not enough. Interesting. We do have Carlock's oil barrels as well, so we could set up a trap. Which, you know, a trap by me only goes well.
Anything of use?
Nothing too fun in there. I have to admit, I'm always so locked in when I'm playing Baldur's Gate. It's a brilliant game. Heavy chest. Immune to being emwebbed. Web covered journal. I recall my life upon the surface with more than regret. I weep for the decades spent treading the murky waters of profanity while my true queen waited in the shadows. Even my name, El Eti, feels foreign and foul upon my tongue. A high elf exalted by Wrath herself, my drow captures cannot fathom it, but I can see their houses' downfall in visions granted by the Queen Spider, the Spider Queen herself, when the day comes when some unnamed whelp from an insignificant house cuts the matron mother's throat, I will escape. Interesting. And what was the other journal that we picked up? Stuck together with thick webbing that leaches ink when pulled from page. It is time. I will forever transcend this blasphemous flesh and refashion myself in the Queen's image. So was there a spell, an incantation that turned whoever ritual diagram?
Wish I had a bag of holding.
Depicting some sort of ritual. A spider and an elf are sketched. So someone must have transcended into whatever this spider thing is down here. Well, we're going to transcend it somewhere else in a minute. We have got to long rest though, because we can't keep that nauseated debuff on us, because it's just going to be doing double damage to us. We do need to pick up some more supplies. I'm fully aware that we are running out. Almost tempted to bring. We are going to have to kick Will out shortly for Gale to help us with the hag. I think Gale's magic missiles are just a little bit too good not to bring them in. Just looking at all the spells and whatnot. Do I want to bring in Gale for this? No, I think I'm okay. So we'll rest after all this. Whoa, who wants to talk to me? Karlach?
Don't waste a step.
Karlach? What's the matter, Karlach?
Just what I need.
Hey, soldier. You said you might try cooling me down. Any leads?
Let me try something.
Yes!
I don't actually... Ooh. I got Ray of Frost.
Oh, this is clever. Might even work. Come here.
I mean, you're literally on fire again. Jeez!
I'm dizzy. And you? Are you alright?
I'm singed. No permanent damage and absolutely worth it.
I hope that's true. Because I'm hoping for seconds, thirds, and fourths once we find a way to cool off this engine.
Believe me, it's my top priority. That sounds very desperate.
Mine too. Soon enough, you're going to be mine. But until then, I'll play nice. You have your fun with the others till then. I don't mind sharing, if I must. But keep a piece left over for me, hmm?
You're the only one for me, Karlach, believe me.
I'd believe you if you said 1 + 1 is 7.
I was like, what's the matter with her? Yeah, I like Karlach's character, I have to say. Right, shall we get rid of that nauseated? Don't you dare use all my supplies. There we go. So I've actually got more supplies than what the game said. The game lied to me. Scratch. Let's get Speak with Animals. This is what I like about Speak with Animals. I don't have to worry about buying potions and...
The dog is unable to speak through the small bag he holds in his mouth.
Oh, he's a good boy. What you got there, Scratch?
I don't know. Maybe you can tell me. All I know is I thought of you when I saw it.
Oh, he's a good boy. Oh, he's a good boy. He's a good boy. Got a bone. Give a dog a bone. I guess we go. Leave camp. And let's get some buffs up. So, let's do Arrow, Long Strider on you and you. Let's move up. Long Strider, Shadowheart on me. We're then going to get Karlach to drink Hill Giant Strength. Shadowheart is all Gucci. Will is fine. Okay, let's go forward.
Moving ahead.
Very nervous. Should be okay, should be okay. I'm just hoping Shadowheart is such a titanic healer. Because that's my only concern moving forward, is that we are being a little bit too aggressive in our builds. And we do require Shadowheart to pick up every tiny bit of slack. So, saving. Alright, we should see Queen Bee over there. She is level 5. She's got sea invisibility. Predator of the Infernal Plane. So, we do have some stuff that we can do, though. Through Karlach the Magnificent. So what I would like to do is go into my inventory. And we're going to set up a trap. To put these in such a way that Queen Bee will have to come here. And then I'm hoping I can blow these up for maximum damage. So I'm hoping Queen Bee's going to come here. So Karlach is going to stand there. So then hopefully she's got enough room to teleport there. So I do want to... I don't want to group people up.
No time to dally.
But I want to sort of stop any potential teleports.
Still alive.
And then my Druid's here.
Progress.
So hopefully we can't be webbed. Will is going to have to kick this off. It's got all these ranged stuff and no ranged weapons.
Keeping pace.
So I'm going to kick it off with our Constitution Hex. Target is too far. How far? Eldritch Blast is too far as well. Don't mind if she sees us, in all honesty. Could throw that. The floor isn't going to fall out on her, but... Can I Eldritch Blast from there? Hey! I thought I... Did the game just not even register what I just did to her? I like blew her down the chasm. Way! Okay. Legendary action. I do need to remind myself what the legendary action here. Right, she's woken up her things. We're melee enough to be able to counter that, so I'm not too worried. Will is going to then back up over here. Sorry, Karlach, but you've got this, I'm sure. So let's click on Queen Bee. I'm hoping there's enough space that, oh, for God's sake, that she's going to teleport here. That is the plan. Right, so let's click on her, examine, and her legendary action. I know, I pushed it straight into the chasm and then it just like blinked back. So the legendary action, once per round, if her offspring is attacked, this creature will try and encase the snarer in a tome. Infested spider silk can't move or take actions. Unless the silk is removed with acid or fire damage, it will explode, dealing 8 to 80 poison. It's not going to happen. It's fine. So, the overall plan is this is why we pick up smoke barrels. And all of our plans always go well. All of our plans always go well. I don't want her to teleport on here. The problem is I want her up here because I think I'm going to be able to take her out really quickly. I've got 1 oil barrel, 2 oil barrels, and I've got a smoke powder barrel. Karlach's going to get hit by it, but we'll just accept that. We did redo Will's build. He's gone into two-handed fighting. And I found him some heavy armor. I feel like we're a very melee-oriented build, though, and I don't know if that's going to bite us in the bum at any point. I am going to choose not to do anything with Will. Okay, this is why we spread out so we don't all get... They're all going to come up here. Do I want to Hellish Rebuke here? No, in case it blows them up. Right. So, Shadowheart's turn. Problem is, until that spider comes up... Spider comes up and then it's Will's turn.
This is my time.
Well, has fire arrows. The problem is he hasn't got oh no, I've got alchemist fire, so that's not any point, any problem.
Stand in my way.
So I don't want to do spike growth. I don't want these to break. Just trying to think what the best thing is here. Karlach has to rage. Reckless.
Ready for this?
She's fine. I need her to move. She's going to take the attack of opportunity. Probably shouldn't have done that if I was going to reckless, but that's fine. It's because Queen Bee would be here, and I need her to be able to tank a lot of this. Move that barrel there. Move that barrel there. And I'm hoping then Queen Bee is going to come in here. Shadowheart's turn. She luckily... to 8. He'll Karlach with that. Luckily, she's obviously our healing powerhouse. She gets Blade Ward up as well on people. Just level 1s, just level 1. She's a very strong healer. So it's like she doesn't need anything other than level 1s at this point. And then Shadowheart's just going to move back because we don't want our healer to go down. Karlach's done. A Druid. At the moment, I don't want you to do anything. At the moment, could put enhanced leap on. Doesn't really matter. Nothing I can do at the moment matters. Because I want to do the spike growth, or I suppose I can't hold creature. Just trying to think what's going to happen. I'll do the fairy fire. So I've got an advantage against you for 10 turns, not against you. And then I'll go into a bear because I need all the damage that I can get. So I'm just thinking if the spider comes out and starts laying into my druids, it's going to be painful. End turn. Now we see where the pain's going to go. I forget all the little ones can jump. Or the big queen might not have space to get up here. The problem is I don't want her to teleport on the web. If the Queen Bee at the bottom, if she teleports on that web, we're actually in a lot of trouble. Blast. Just having a good think. Could throw that as an action. But then I haven't got the bonus action to set any of this off. Which is too far away to get hit by that blast. If I'm not careful, this is going to be a party wipe. The problem is I feel like we're actually in a position where we have to blow them barrels up now, though. We could go here and potentially move one of the barrels. The problem is the next 2 turns are going to be these spiders. They have the potential of dropping someone in the party. So it's pretty much survival until then, because if someone gets dropped, we're going to be in a bad situation. So I feel like I have to use my action here to hurl this fire, whether I like it or not. So I have to deal with the problem, and the first problem is these 2 spiders that are going to go next. It was a plan that's still done something.
Worth a try.
Oh! I didn't think it was going to be that big. I didn't think it was going to be that big. I thought it was going to be a little explosion. She is prone on the floor. How much damage does she take? There was 1 smoke powder barrel and 2 oil barrels. Because, yeah, where the oil spilled, like, that did 120 damage to that spider alone. Oh, no, he got 6. Sorry, he got 60 from bludgeoning for falling. That is hilarious. Karlach flew like a rag doll. That and an oil barrel. The fact that I felt the need to put 2 oil barrels. But it killed all the spider. This one's only got 40 health left. I don't have action to get that. What's the priority here? The priority is probably... If I move Shadowheart... She doesn't have a... Do I not have any potions of speeds? I don't. That's a little bit awkward. So if I get Karlach up, she's probably going to die immediately. The problem is if I use an action to resurrect Karlach, this spider comes up on its next turn and could just drop her again. Or could drop Shadowheart, and Shadowheart dropping is a pain. The Druid isn't really... So I've only got a bonus action heal. Obviously, if I had a potion of speed... Yeah, that's the move, actually. Thank you, chat. So I'm moving out of the acid. Yeah, that's the play. Why has he not got an action? Because he used his action to blow up the barrels. But he could throw a potion at Shadowheart? That's probably the move. No, I don't think I can. No.
Stay idle.
No. Can't use... Oh, okay, because I'm technically silenced. Unless the move... To be fair, my bear form is nearly dead. I assume if I come out of it, I still have all my actions. So it's probably more beneficial to come out of it. To run back.
Step forward.
To then, yeah, like you said, to resurrect Karlach. Here.
Soldier, I need your help.
To then... Fairy Fire doesn't need to be held anymore. My Druid can go back into Wild Shape as a bonus action. I just want to see how much healing.
To concentrate.
So I think I have to do Preserve Life, which I don't want to use now. It will heal both Shadowheart and Karlach 12. I feel like I have to do that. Because then Shadowheart's nearly back to full. We all get Blade Ward. Will's got it anyway. Shadowheart is going to back right up here. It's not going to go bad at all. Then she's going to bonus action heal at level 2 on Karlach. Which then gives her 13. So just Shadowheart is an absolute tank of a healer. Shadowheart's turn done. Will's turn. I'm really concerned someone's going to get pushed into a chasm here. What's that done?
Go from here.
My action is done. For my bonus action, I could heal at level 2 Karlach. My Druid needs to hide. Have you got any movement, Karlach? Sorry, end turn. Okay, this is going to be bad. This is going to be bad. Where are you jumping? Where are you jumping? Please say that's your turn, and I'm very happy with that. No, don't start moving. That's really, really good for us, because it gives us a moment just to get back, although I'm not quite sure how we're... The problem is I don't want to blast it off. I can't remember what loot it has. I'm going to put armor on Will. Let me just have a think. Can't Eldritch Blast any... Well, I could. I imagine if I moved I would be able to. It's coming into us again. So I'm going to armor up Will, so if it wants to hit me, it's going to take cold damage. Which, considering it's only got 40 health left. I'm going to keep Will there, question mark? It's not going to pull him, surely.
I'm heating up.
Karlak has lost her Hill Giant strength because she went down. Have to rage here just in case. She's going to go stand here.
Blood comes easy these days.
My Druid should just go straight. I'll use my Druid movement because it will be more. The problem is I am a little bit concerned of AoEs and all the mess in here. That's why I sort of wish I had Create Water, because we could clear all this up. This is really like stopping a lot of our movement. Shadowheart hasn't got any concentrations up, so move her up. Okay, get everything. It's fine. The Druid can just suck a rock, I guess.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Move up here. Straight into bear form. And then end our turn to see what the punishment is. Okay, that's fine. I want it there. I want it there. The animation hasn't loaded. Yeah, okay. Now here comes the pain. So let's go Hex, Strength on that spider. I don't want to Eldritch Blast because I don't want you to move away.
Let my enemies fall.
Will the fighter! Oh, Will! You dirty dog. That's actually very, very good. I don't want to hit the ground because then it goes down and then I can't fight it. And then, because if I hit the ground and then that falls to the floor, let's say it lives, then it's going to jump over here, spit more poison at me, and then it's going to potentially just start killing us. Because while Shadowheart's really good at healing, she's losing her spells vastly quick. So she can only heal for a certain amount before actually we're in a bit of trouble. We're a hyper-aggressive guild. Like, we're a glass cannon, but with like a smidge of healing. So this is our opportunity to like go, 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 go.
It's go time.
I agree, Karlak. Oh, I can't reach. Jump. Hiya. Reckless. Only 10. My bear isn't going to get in. My bear has nowhere enough. I didn't realise I could jump in bear form. Please be enough room.
May the gods take you first.
Oh, that was like a right hook. That was quite nice. Right, got a long time until Shadowheart, but hopefully they're going to bother with them and not Shadowheart. Right? Yeah. Oh, I don't like the one that... Okay, oh, no. Shadowheart. Opportunity of attack. Opportunity of attack. That's not good. Hi, Shadowheart. How are you today? What have you got that will help?